This is me starting the foyer. I was scraping the barnwood for the walls. Matt here is putting in the barnwood in the foyer. That's me showing that we put square head nails. Our windows that we use, they're old farmhouse windows that we put in our foyer area. And I put my grandma's, that's more barnwood for the walls. Hand scraped each one of those. We put grandma's pillowcases behind them, and I had tea stained them. This is just some of the detail of the wood flooring in the foyer. That's some of the windows that I did with grandma's doilies. That's a old farmhouse door that we used in the foyer. That's Matt showing how it's gonna look. There's all the barnwood out in the on the lawn. There's me tea staining grandma's pillowcases. Me trying to figure out how I want to do it. I liked that look, so I kept that. There's more of the barnwood going down on the floor. Putting the barnwood on the walls in the foyer. I did the dry brush on those boards to put on the ceiling. That's the boards that we used. That's the color. There's one of the boards I finished. Just dry brushing the color on there. This is the light I chose for in the foyer and the ceiling up. This was where our doorbell, we hid our doorbell behind that. There's a side look of it. This is just some of the ways that I decorated. That's one of the other windows that I put feed sacks behind. Yes, it's all real wood, not laminate. There's that farmhouse door. The ceiling again with my light. Farmhouse door, I put a feed sack where the windows were broken. This is just some of the ways I decorate the old chair. Yes, that's an old chair. That was before I put the feed sack behind it. I like the old tool chest, toolbox. This is our little porch coming into the house. That's what it looks like after it was done. Again, that's real barnwood, all real barnwood. That is an old light that I got. This is actually, there's a door to the left that I put in there. That light I got for $10. The outside of our house. I love barrels, as you can see. This was our pond area in our front yard. Yes, we had fishies. We need to do that again. Our pond got a hole in it. This is our backyard area on our porch. This is our family room. This is when we started doing the family room. All barnwood. I like all the old details on the wood, like each piece. Some of the decorating that I did, I was trying to figure out how I wanted to decorate that area. I didn't like this so much, so I did change that. I mean, it was okay, but it was too cluttered for me. I like a more simple look. Love the stacking of the barrels, the smaller. That was when I was in the Primitive Place Spring magazine of 2018. I like the old cabinets too. That's outside again. The old shutter above our door. This is before we got the barnwood up in the family room. That's Matt as he put it up. This is how we cleaned all the barnwood with boric hair. This is some more of the family room, our desk area. There's a tobacco box on the wall there with a lamp. You can see the tobacco hanging from it. I like old sunflower, or dried sunflowers, not old. We took a rope bed and made that couch, but it wasn't very comfortable. Fireplace area, Matt redid that. It used to be all pink brick. More barrels. I got a thing with old boxes too. I love old boxes. This was last Christmas. That was the book the Primitive Place magazine that we were in. Love pie safes and barn beams and swing arm for my fireplace. I love all that type of stuff. We have a blacksmith friend that we know. Gotta be the stuff that's inside the cabinet that's a treasure too. Our kitchen, Matt did all this for me, built that cabinet. Some of that stuff is my grandma's. And the kitchen. It's a little different now. Not much. I like the detail behind the hanging weight. All the wood has different details in it, and it's all about the little details for me. I love the little, and I use walnuts for dye. My old coffee grinders. Another butter churn. This is our wash area. And it's in our kitchen, and it had doors on it, and I just didn't like the doors. So we took the doors off, and I just wanted to make it look like a nicer area, kind of hide the washer and dryer. Yeah, so that's the wash area. And I do have a clothesline out in the backyard. I love hanging clothes out. There it's more simple. I kind of took some more things out. Made my own curtains out of feed sacks and old coverlets. We made that light. I made this out of a scoop, an old grain scoop. Took my grandma's settee and repurposed it. This is an old door that we used and old beams. This is our small bathroom. I made that mirror and the barn scoop thing, the light. We also put barnwood in there. Left all the little details on because I love that stuff. Made that little towel holder, which you don't want to use that towel, it's gross. My dry sink cupboard that was made for the bathroom for me. There's rusty tin on the ceiling in that bathroom. This is in our hallway, and that door is where our bigger bathroom is. That's what you walk into. That is an old store counter, and then we bought the cabinets for on top of that. This is our shower area, toilet area. Yes, that's barnwood and a barn beam. Made those lights out of ball mason jars and rusted up the plumbing that we used. Used my grandma's ball mason jars for that light. My copper sink. That's the shower area. We did the wood ceiling also. There's the wood ceiling that we did. This is our bedroom. We did a white, like, shiplap look on one wall. That's a pie safe I use for my clothes. I'd like to get a different bed. I'd like to do an old rope bed. Another pie safe that we use for clothes for Matt, and that basket has Matt's clothes. Some of them. There's a few things I'd like to change still in that room, in our bedroom. Old desk that's there that Matt has for his nightstand. Yeah, I'd just like to get a different bed. And now Matt and I can sit back and enjoy our comfy home